I'm Stephanie Pruitt, and I'm part of the music ministry. I go to the first service, so I'm in the church choir, and I've been in the choir for about 2 years. It was Easter of 2010 whenever I joined, and my husband joined too, and we absolutely love it. The reason that I chose music is because I've been singing my whole life and grew up singing in operas in the area, things like that, and music itself has just always really spoken to me. And so for me to be able to stand up with the choir or with the quartet just in front of the congregation and be able to use the words and use the music, I'm just hoping that somebody really gets the message out of that the way that I get the message from our music whenever I'm listening to it.
Greeting the children and their parents on Sunday mornings is the highlight of my week. Letting the parents know that their babies are secure, they're loved, and they're cared for, while they can go have a relaxing hour hearing God's Word.
We've been serving in the preschool department here at Walnut Ridge for the past 3 years. And on Sunday mornings, we get to spend an hour holding babies and loving on them and just providing a warm place for young parents to leave their kids, knowing that their kids are in good hands and an opportunity to get together and bond with other young families in the church. So it's our way of answering God's call to serve. It's our way of being a part of a big organization like this church, but making it personable for new families that come into our church, and hopefully building strong relationships with those families and raising up kids that will make going to church a part of their life for years and years to come.
My name's Janelle Stockett, and I serve in the children's ministry. I teach third grade boys. I've served in the singles ministry and babies, 2-year-olds, various areas. In the 8 years, I think I've been a member here at Walnut Ridge, and it's just such a blessing every day to come in to the children's ministry. It was a thing I kind of was hesitant to do because I'm a school teacher and I work with middle school kids every day, so I didn't know if I really wanted to work with the younger kids. And one thing I told Cody was I don't know that I can handle boys, and I teach third grade boys, so that's a God thing there. And they're just wonderful every day. They just, the things they say and the excitement that they have when they come to church, and the fun stuff they want to do is just always leave every Sunday just totally blessed by what those kids have to give you. So it's a great thing to do, to step up and serve and get involved in the church. You will definitely be rewarded for it.
I've been volunteering here in the church for the past 8 years. Currently, I'm a 6th grade teacher and also do Awanas K through 2nd grade. It's been a blessing to me because I'm able to be with the children and just share what I've learned here being at the church. We look and we see what they look towards for as a hero. And we know we like to have them as their parents to be their heroes. But what about those that actually work in the church, that do volunteer work? It's being a role model to those kids and being there even just on Sundays, but someone they can look up to, someone they can talk to be a mentor to them. Given an opportunity, if you felt led to do something in a church, get up and do it. Those being in different ministries need help to make this church move and to go, and without people to volunteer, it just doesn't make it happen.
We both teach in the youth department. We've been there 2 years now. We absolutely love just coming in, and you really never know what we're going to get from week to week with our youth. But just being able to kind of pour into them and just to get to know them on a one-on-one level has really been one of the greatest things for us.
Yeah. And I would also say something that I really enjoy is just the energy that they bring, and also the insight that they have, and how fresh and different it is even than what you have as an adult. You kind of sometimes lose that imagination, and they bring it back to you and can point you to the cross just as much as you want to point them to the cross.
I have been involved in the youth for about 8 years. It's really where I got to know who I was and found my real friend. The youth group has kind of taken me in as their own. My mother has also served, and that's been my opportunity to get to know a lot of people. My youth group leaders have always poured into me and got to know who I was, and I felt that I could talk to them at any point in time.
Got plugged into a small group in the youth, and that was really where I got to know the love of Jesus. It was an older guy in the ministry that really poured into me and showed me what a cool guy was, and that a cool guy wasn't a partier. A cool guy was a guy who loved Jesus and loved people. And for the first time, I really saw someone who loved me and loved Jesus at the same time, and wanted to build a relationship with me. And in becoming an older brother to me, he made me want to love Jesus more and made that a part of my life, and kind of led me to where I am now. And I'm in the position where I've become an older brother to some of the guys in this ministry, and I teach a small group on Wednesday nights. I would encourage anyone who wants to pour into the life of a student that it really does make a difference.
And one of the things that we love about this church is the many, many opportunities that we have to volunteer and serve God. We have been fortunate enough to work in a number of capacities. Right now we're serving young adults class that have preschool kids. But whether you're working in the parking lot or working in VBS with children, whether you are working at D-Now with youth, or leading an adult Sunday school class, or if you love to hammer nails and to work at a Habitat house, God has a place for you to serve here at this church and to use your strengths, to use your spiritual gifts. 1 Samuel 12:24 tells us to fear God, to serve Him wholeheartedly, and to remember all that He's done for us. And so when I think about what God has done in our lives through the years, how He's provided for us, how He has taken care of us, I want to love Him more, and I want to serve Him on a daily basis. And I would just encourage anyone who's seeing this to get involved, find your place, and to serve God and be a part of what He's doing here in this community and in this church.